Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano, and welcome to the WWE Crown Jewel recap. Thoughts?
Is it over?
It's over.
WWE is over.
The company has folded.
That felt like goodbye.
Yeah,
forever.
I know.
That's what it felt like. Because if I was the McMahons, if I was Triple H,
right,
I'd push me at the end. If I was Shane, I'd give myself a nice goodbye. It's my company. I'm ending the company. That's what this felt like. Guys, we look, if you're fans of this show, you probably enjoy the fact that we basically shit on the product a lot. And we tell you what's wrong with it. We tell you what's wrong with it. If it's good, we'll tell you what's good. It's mostly bad for the most part. And this pay-per-view, from beginning, we don't even have to grade it. No. I know where it's going to end.
Yeah.
From beginning to end was awful.
Yeah.
Awful. The worst. Because nothing happened the way it should have happened. They could have done so many things right. Most of it was kind of predictable, but in a way where you don't want it to be, like the AJ Styles part or things like that, or the bar.
Yeah.
Right? The tournament was not predictable. None of us had anything close to who was going to win, mostly because the winner wasn't on the bracket.
Right. Like, I get WWE. Like, WWE doesn't care about our scorecards, obviously. But, like, at least let every fan is still in their head at least going, oh, who can win? Like, ooh, maybe Rollins can win. All right, I'll root for Rollins.
You've got to have...
Maybe
right.
Orton. But, like, no one... You can't root for anyone because the guy that won wasn't even in the fucking tournament.
And I love Shane.
Yeah.
Andrew loves Shane.
Of course.
But he's a 47-year-old man who wasn't in the tournament. Looked really old. Like, his hair was kind of poofed out. I don't know.
In jeans. He won it in jeans.
You can't set this up. You call it best in the world. Set it up, have two heels get to the finals. They had me. I was believing.
Sure.
I was believing one of three things.
Me too.
Think about how ridiculous this sounds now. CM Punk's return.
Dude, as soon as what was the
Jericho comes back, or Hulk Hogan comes out to fight Dolph Ziggler and win the best in the world.
What was the last...
Those are the things I thought were happening.
Was Ziggler-Rollins the last match before the final one?
No, I thought it was...
Because Miz was already through, right?
I don't remember.
Whenever it was like, wait, two heels are going to be in the finals, I was like, oh, wait, where's Punk? Someone find Punk now.
And we were like, fucking Saudi money. It got it done. It got Punk and McMahon together. It makes sense. Good timing. Punk's done with fighting. He likes money. He's probably not making any money right now. He's got a wife who
Yeah. Oh.
Look who it was this time.
That was me.
He's got a wife that, you want to provide. Once you have a family and a wife, you want to provide nice things for her. Yeah. If they're going to give Shawn Michaels' old ass $5 million, or whatever the rumored amount was, CM Punk wasn't going to get that?
Dude, AJ Lee does more than Punk. She writes books. She she actually does stuff.
Right. Maybe even more so. That makes my point. Because then if I was CM Punk, I'd be like, I want to bring in money for this family.
Yeah.
I don't need my wife bringing in all the money. I need to contribute. Anyway, all that's going through my mind. And of course, there's got to be somebody in the company saying, hey guys, we can't do it like this because then they're going to think CM Punk's coming out. And when he doesn't, they're going to riot. Yeah. Now, luckily for them, the people that are there are just happy they're there.
Yeah, exactly.
You could take a shit in the ring. You could have Sheamus take a shit in the ring. And they'll be like, fuck it. We're just happy you're here, Sheamus. That's what you could do because it's never there. It's only the second time they've ever had a big show there. So that's why I think they were cheering some of this bullshit.
How would Sheamus do that again?
Takes a shit like this. Double fist, just squatting out in the middle of the ring. A nice Irish smelly shit. Nice red shit. It would be red.
All right, I'm done.
Let's just go through this.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
The other thing, it's like for them to do this show in Saudi Arabia and then just to have the worst show ever on top of that. It's just like the ultimate insult. Like it really is. So anyways, the rumors were true. Renee Young was on commentary. So
Yeah. What? How'd they get that through? If she can be there as a performer, because if you think about it, she's part of the performing team.
yeah.
She is. It's a show. She's part of the show. Why couldn't a woman wrestle? What is the thing against women wrestling?
I don't know.
Why can't they be in the ring? If they're near the ring, they can't be in the ring?
Right.
Okay, so I don't
You're
get
actually,
that.
I mean, how do you explain there?
I'm glad she did it. Yay, women.
Right.
But
She was completely covered from the neck down, but at least she didn't have to wear the how do you pronounce it? The
burqa?
yeah.
Whatever.
Hijab, I don't know.
Yeah.
Jihad?
ISIS, I think it's called, like the ISIS top. I know, that's horrible, guys, but like, I'm sorry.
But I don't think they ever said they were in Saudi Arabia. There was a graphic at the beginning that read live from
Kumar?
Riyadh.
Oh, Riyadh, yeah.
Kumar?
That's not Kumar.
But on the pre-show, they had Nakamura versus Rusev for the U.S. title.
Oh, they did? Oh,
They
that's
did,
fun.
yeah. No Lana ringside, obviously.
Oh, of course.
Because bitches.
How? This is horrible.
Yeah.
You have the all-women's pay-per-view and you celebrate it like we've broken barriers. Then 5 days later, you go to a country that doesn't allow it. It's 2018. In this country, we have like a Me Too movement. Like, back the fuck off, men. Women rule now. And in their country, they're like, no. We will never be like that. We will murder all women before we do any me or twos. Okay? It's me, man. Man first. Hashtag man first always.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
You said at
It really
Evolution
is.
they broke down barriers, right?
Broke historic barriers.
Well, at Crown Jewel, they built them back up.
Built all the barriers high.
All the barriers are
Real high.
Girls, you're gonna have to break them down again.
Got to break him down
Got to
again.
break down the walls.
Oh, my God. How
Yeah.
is it disrespectful for a woman to just prance around in the ring? Tell me about your culture. If you are a listener and you're into this culture, please reach out to me. Facebook,
But then
Instagram.
Lana
Help me
would-
understand it.
But then Lana would come out fully covered.
Well, again, they had a match somewhere in the Middle East a year ago, and
Yeah.
the women were covered from the neck down. I mean, their hands had gloves.
Yeah.
You didn't see any skin. And their shirts, it was like a turtleneck, like up to their chin. This is how they were dressed. Couldn't see skin on the neck down.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. I'm done. No
yeah.
Lana.
No Lana. Rusev manages to lock in the accolade, but Nakamura crawls towards the ropes. Like, not that many people get locked in and get out of it, but
No.
Nakamura did.
Right.
Rusev then pulls Nakamura back, but Shinsuke headbutts Rusev in the balls while he's underneath him. And the ref doesn't ring the bell because he thinks it's an accident, but then Nakamura smiles. He actually does, like, he has really good ring presence, and he knows how to work the cameras. 'Cause
Sure.
He smiles like, and then he hits Rusev with the Kinshasa for the win. Which, again, Rusev was standing up, so maybe that's the Kinshasa now. You're standing up all the way.
I guess.
Maybe he
Whatever.
wants to make it more impressive. I don't know.
guess.
Next up, Hulk Hogan kicks off Crown Jewel. Welcome back, Hulkster, I guess.
Welcome back, Saudi money.
I think it's been like 3 years or something.
I still
he's
can't
been-
stand it. I've said this before. I love Hogan. I'm a Hogan fan. I would have been okay with him coming out to either win Crown Jewel or the Universal title. Not a joke. I'm not joking.
I know.
I'm not joking. I would have been okay with it per WrestleMania
9.
9. But again, like, Razor Ramon has earned the right to go,
Yeah.
hey, yo.
Right.
And then everyone goes wild. Hogan does. He thinks he's got the same
Yeah.
thing. Well, let me tell you something, brother. And then he stops and panders. No, just keep talking. That's
Yeah.
not your thing.
No.
Your thing is to tell you something, brother, and then tell us something. Don't stop and then like work around the ring like, yep, that's me. I'm here. I'm back.
Yeah, your thing's at the end where you go, what you gonna do when
Yeah.
Hulkamania and the Crown Jewel run wild on you?
Yeah.
How does the Crown Jewel run wild on you?
How many?
He says the Crown Jewel.
How many people were there? Did they say
I don't know.
10,000, 20,000?
Sure.
What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania and 20,000 male chauvinists run wild on you? I don't know.
What you gonna do, Renee,
What you-
when we bring you to this ring? Oh, God.
What you gonna do, Renee, when it's time to leave? I'm asking for real. What you gonna do? Like, we're all curious how you gonna get out of here.
So Hogan poses for the crowd, and a shit ton of fireworks go off. They had so much fireworks. Like, throughout the whole night, fireworks are going off above the stadium.
Was it outdoor?
Yeah.
Oh, it was, yeah.
And then, like, half the wrestlers had pyro. It was nice to see pyro
Nice to
again.
see pyro return.
You know, the U.S., we don't get pyro here. We're not special.
Is it
enough.
a mandated fire department thing in arenas now, or is it?
No, WWE just cut back on spending. They just cut back. Yeah.
How's that? Like, don't pay Triple H an extra $1
Nope.
and do pyro.
No,
What's your pyro budget?
Not going to do it, Vince. Yeah.
Like, cut, like, I don't know, cut these guys that never wrestle and stop paying them $200,000 each. Like, how much does Zack Ryder make?
I don't know.
$250 to never be on TV?
Yeah.
Less? Anyway,
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the guy's name who never wins. Kurt Hawkins.
Oh,
Cut him and the Canalises. You'd probably get your pyro budget right back.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have our first matchup of the actual pay-per-view or special event or crown jewel, whatever the fuck it is. Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton.
Now, good idea thinking, oh, Angle might need to wrestle first.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we didn't know he was going to lose right away.
Right.
But Rey Mysterio, also old.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact.
Yep.
Also old.
Like most of the guys in the crown jewel tournament.
Who was the youngest guy?
Rollins, I guess?
Yeah, I
Had
guess
to be.
he's not that old. Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, Ziggler's gotta be in
Rollins
his
probably
30s,
like...
right?
I think Rollins at this point's maybe like 30 or maybe a little... I don't know. But anyways, there was a nice spot early on where Ray springed off the top rope and Randy hit him with a drop kick in midair. Randy still got a very nice drop kick.
That was nice. That was almost enough to win the match.
I know, yeah, seriously. There was another cool spot when Ray went for the 619, but Orton caught his legs and then hit his vintage DDT.
Vintage Orton.
This might have been, honestly, this might have been the best match of the night.
It might have been.
You know?
Yeah.
But then Randy went for the RKO, but Mysterio turned it into like a Mexican sort of roll-up and got the win.
Colby Lopez is 3 months older than you.
Nice. Wow, so he's 32.
32.
Yeah. So yeah, Ray gets the win. He moves on to round 2 of the World Cup to determine the best in the world at the global event known as Crown Jewel.
To determine the best in the world.
Yeah. Remember that.
Yeah.
So after the match, a pissed-off Orton RKO's Mysterio and beats him up for a while outside the ring, slamming him on the Saudi announce table.
Yeah, sure.
Classic Orton.
Cole said out of nowhere so many times to other moves.
Oh, my God.
Pin out of nowhere.
He said a Shawn Michaels super kick out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
A pin out of nowhere.
He said that. He said, I think when
did?
Ray rolled him up, he was like, he pins him out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, stop it.
Oh,
it was
God.
during an Orton match because it was not an Orton. It was an Orton thing, but he said it about the other guy.
He did it all night.
All
He
night.
said for Shawn Michaels, a super kick out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Next up, we have The Miz versus Jeff Hardy. Not much to talk about here. Jeff went for the twist of fate, but Miz turned it into a skull-crushing finale to get
Yeah,
the
like
win.
clean.
Yep.
Miz, clean win. Moving on, which I appreciate.
Sure.
Why can't the Miz win clean?
You can't keep saying Jeff Hardy's a special guy when he's always fucking losing.
Always.
Especially he takes all that time to put on the makeup to look awesome, and then he just fucking loses like a bitch.
That's
every
your biggest
single
problem.
time.
They spend so much time putting on the makeup.
Yeah.
Just to be in there for one match. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Get on
And,
the plane.
his makeup looks better than ever. It used to look kind of crappy, and now it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like he definitely has. He doesn't do that himself.
Yeah.
Like he used to. I'm pretty sure. Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley with Leo Rush ringside being annoying as fuck. Not as bad as usual though. He doesn't talk on the mic that much. But earlier in the match, Lashley hit Rollins with a pop-up spine buster.
Yeah.
That looked amazing.
Oh.
Like giving props to Lashley and Rollins for getting up that high, but that should be Lashley's finisher.
Yeah.
It's way better than his other crap.
Yeah.
Later, Lashley holds up Rollins for his suplex, but he holds him up there too long, so Seth gets out of it.
Right.
In the end, Lashley charges but runs into the ring post, and Seth hits the curb stomp for the win. Moves on to round 2.
No sign of Dean.
No.
Spoiler alert, no Dean.
He was there because he went with Renee.
What?
He was in Saudi Arabia because he went with Renee. He accompanied her. He was in it.
What are you talking about?
He was
they paid for a $5,000 flight for a guy that didn't even perform?
Yeah. He was there. He was interviewed like at the whatever this is called, the sports the whatever the fucking arena's called. He was interviewed. It's online. You can see it. He's like,
I guess you have to have a couple of big names that aren't on the show just in case someone gets hurt, someone doesn't make it to the show, right? You have to have backup.
I mean, I
plans.
think he came again because Renee's doing commentary. You know, like
Wow. Yeah.
to make sure she doesn't get kidnapped or whatever.
Oh, right. Probably.
This is the most beautiful woman we've ever seen. Because we can't see the women here; they're all covered up. You know.
Yeah.
So finally, we have in the first round we have Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre ringside. Dolph kicks
Was
out.
Renee wearing gloves doing announcing?
I don't think so. No.
Oh,
I don't think you have
maybe
to
she had
wear.
her hands
I
down.
don't think you have to wear gloves there, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Show me this rule.
So yeah, Dolph kicks out of an angle slam and gets out of an ankle lock. Dolph charges at Dolph, but runs into the ring post. A lot of that. A lot of the same thing. Like that's how Seth won.
I don't think Renee said more than 15 words at a time, though. I'm pretty sure that's a rule.
That's wrong.
Once she's counting her words as she's talking.
Right.
That's why she stopped talking on a couple sentences.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't say another word.
Right. Shut up, Renee. They're gonna
The sniper.
Yeah, I was. Oh my god, Renee. The sniper has the red dot on your forehead. You better not say another word.
Renee, go under the table. Hurry up, start sucking Corey's dick. Something, anything.
So yeah, Kurt charges, runs in the ring post. Dolph hits the zigzag and gets the win by Kurt.
Jeez.
Next up, we have the New Day versus the Bar.
All that for Angle.
Right.
And he doesn't even.
Oh, and at this point in the
Make it
scorecards, I'm 1 for 3. One and 3.
Yeah.
And so were you, right?
Yes.
You only had the Miz. Yeah.
Have we covered every first round match now?
Yes.
So we were 1 for 4.
1 for 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the whole bracket, I only had 2 points because I picked Randy Orton to win the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Out of 28 possible points, I had 2.
Yep.
Next up, we have the New Day versus the Bar for the SmackDown tag titles. Big E says, "Oh, crown jewel." Not the city they're in.
No.
Which is what they always do.
Right.
He doesn't go, "Oh, Hell in a Cell pay-per-view." Oh, Backlash.
Right. He better now.
Yeah. The New Day also flied on a magic carpet on their way to the ring.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
It was weird.
I thought they would
Then
be
it lowered?
I thought they would be offended by that.
Yeah, I know.
But all right. So Big Show hits Big E with the knockout punch while the ref isn't looking, and then Sheamus hits Big E with the bro kick for the win.
Yep.
Isn't this what happened on SmackDown
Yes.
when they won the titles at
Yes.
SmackDown 1000? That's almost exactly what happened.
Yep.
Like Big E pinned or Sheamus pinned Big E for the win. So
Yeah.
the Bar retains. Second round matchup, The Miz versus Rey Mysterio. Miz hit the skull-crushing finale, but Rey kicked out. Rey would then hit the 619 and go for a frog splash off the top rope, but Miz would put his knees up, and then just like pin Mysterio for the win.
So, like, I guess, again, another clean win for The Miz.
Right.
And I guess they sold Ray's injured ribs from when
Yeah,
Orton beat
because
the
he
shit out
got
of him
beat
afterwards.
up, and yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
how they protected Rey.
But still, clean win.
Right. And then
Hey,
next,
Ray doesn't have it anymore. You still got it? I don't know. These old guys that come back, I mean, I'm really supposed to believe that Randy Orton can't just grab Ray and pin him.
there was a spot
I could do that.
in the Mysterio Orton
So
match.
ridiculous.
In the Mysterio Orton match, there was a spot where Randy Orton was on his knees, and Rey Mysterio was standing right in front of him, and Rey was barely taller than Randy Orton on his knees.
That's about right. I mean,
That's when you're like,
foot and a half on
that's
calf.
when you're like, why is this match even happening?
Right.
Like
Who was that little Toro guy that came out?
El
with
Torito.
Torito?
Yeah.
Like, just have him beat Big Show. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just flippity-doo, flip, 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 flip. Kick the leg, kick the leg, kick the leg. Oh, his leg goes down. And then jump on his head and, oh, Big Show's... And then just pin him.
They did have a midget beat Big Show once. Floyd
Yeah,
Mayweather.
Pro-
They did.
Yeah, he punched him in the fucking face, though, a few times first.
He did.
Made him bleed.
Yeah. So next up, we have Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, and just like the Rey Mysterio Miz match, his downfall is going for a frog splash.
Yeah.
Rey lost because he went for a frog splash, and Seth goes for a frog splash, but McIntyre pushes him off while the ref is checking on Dolph, and then Ziggler hits the super kick for the win.
I like what Corey said, though. Like, Corey's like, well, Seth attacked him first, so then he pushed him.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that, Seth.
Right.
Nobody told you to jump outside the ring and attack Drew.
Right.
Drew didn't sell it very well because he got right up and pushed you off the top ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after the match, Byron Saxton interviews Dolph, and Ziggler says he'll be collecting his trophy tonight and prove that I'm the best in the world. And he just did it for so long. That's when I was like, how can this not happen now?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just totally making it so obvious at this point.
Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. No chance that match just happens and it ends.
Well, no, it didn't.
Heel. That's what I'm saying. That's what made us start thinking, wait a minute.
Something has to happen.
We're texting in a group because we're all different places. We're like, wait a minute. Something has to happen.
Yeah.
Something happened.
We were like, it's either Punk, maybe not, then it's Hogan. Maybe it's just another superstar returning
I felt
from
the
injury.
Shane
Who
thing
knows?
happening. Like, I saw it. I felt it because I was like, who? No one else.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute.
Next up, we have Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. There was a cool spot when AJ went for a roll-up, but Joe turned it into the Coquina Clutch.
Coquina.
But AJ got out of it by attacking Joe's bad leg. In the end, AJ just won with the phenomenal forearm.
Yeah.
And like the Saudi crowd, they don't like cheer for big spots.
Right.
So when the match ends, it's very quiet.
Very quiet.
Like the crowd's like dead when the match ends. So you're like, it doesn't feel like the match should end there because the crowd is so quiet that it's just like, ugh.
They're quiet because they're like, are we allowed to cheer for this?
Right.
Did you bring this the thing that says when we can cheer and when we can't cheer?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know what they're allowed to do.
So next up, we have Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the vacant Universal Championship.
Yep.
Corbin brings the Universal title to the ring, holds it up, and then
I predicted this. And obviously,
You did?
I'm telling you afterwards.
You did?
No, because it doesn't say. No, when Corbin, I mean, when I was watching it, because I was watching the same phone we text on.
Right.
I wanted to stop it and say Corbin's going to hit him with the title.
Right.
About 30 seconds before he did it.
Yeah.
And then boom.
So yeah, he hits Braun with the title. He tells the ref to ring the bell. Brock picks up Braun and hits an F5, goes for the pin, and Braun kicks out. That's
Good.
one. That's
okay.
good.
No. Okay. So that's okay.
You got the counter.
I understand Braun can kick out here. Now let's have a match.
Okay. So
All right.
you got the counter.
Yeah.
That's one F5 he kicks out of. Brock hits another F5.
You count suplexes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Brock hits another F5 right away.
Shoot, right away. Yeah. it's
Goes
probably
for a
over.
pin.
It's probably over.
Brock kicks out.
Braun kicks out. Yeah.
So Brock immediately picks up Braun again. A third F5.
Yeah.
Another kick out.
3 kickouts.
Yeah.
How many did Roman kick out of?
5. Yeah, 5.
Hey, Brock. New move time, buddy.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's not working. So I'm sorry, we're at 3.
We're at 3.
Okay. Brock then picks up Braun and F5s him out of the ring.
That was kind of cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you, get out.
And then
Then they had this whole scenario to
my
where
God.
Paul Heyman's like, count.
yeah.
And then Renee's
And then
like,
Cole has to
they
explain
freak
it
out. Right.
because
There's no champion's advantage here.
yeah.
And then Renee's like, you mean he's going to win the title on a count out? Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see the WWE doing some bullshit like that.
Right. But Braun barely makes it back into the ring.
Right.
Brock goes for another F5, but Braun gets out of it a little bit and he hits Lesnar with a big boot, and then he charges at him, but then Brock picks him up for a 5th F5, but this time Braun stays down. And once again,
Lesnar.
your Universal Champion, your part-time champion, Brock Lesnar.
No.
And there was only one man
Yeah.
who said this was happening.
Good job. Tell me again why you explained it on the show, but tell me again why you thought.
I have 2 reasons why.
Yeah.
One is because I didn't think they wanted Braun.
Explain this shit now.
Yeah. I don't think they wanted Braun to win his first Universal Championship in Saudi Arabia in case things go bad with Saudi and it's like we can't go back to, this is his first championship. So Brock could win it because he's already won it. Yeah. Secondly, it took Roman multiple times to beat Lesnar. They're going to let Strowman do it. I mean, he's had one other try a year ago.
Lesnar's
but
leaving, though,
he's going to beat him before, sooner than Roman did in terms of chances.
He had no chance, though. This is not like they legitimately fought and then he lost.
Right. No,
Roman.
they protected him by having him be attacked by Corbin and then 5 F5s. Jeez. Getting hit with the belt. used to cost Stone Cold Steve Austin his title.
Yes. That's
Now you have to get hit with the belt and then 5 finishers.
hit with the belt and 5. You might as well do 10.
A chair to the
Why
head.
not 20?
A chair to the back used to end matches.
Chair
Now
to
it's
the back
like-
gave Mick Foley his first title.
Yeah.
A chair to the head by
Yeah,
Stone Cold. That was
right.
it. He didn't do a movie after that. He
No, he
pinned
didn't.
him.
Yeah.
This was a mess.
It
It
was.
was poorly done.
Of course.
I mean, I can't explain it any more than that. Does Brock show up on Raw?
I'm going to... No. Well, what? We got... I think it's only 2 weeks till Survivor Series.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Three
I think-
weeks.
I think
third.
it's like on the 18th.
Okay, maybe 2 weeks.
But it's... And then they soon made it official again, which I said on the podcast, like maybe they'll do Styles Lesnar round 2.
And if Styles said that, he's almost got to win.
Dude, like, I would love... See, here's the thing. The only way he can possibly win is if Braun, like, helps him.
Right.
Which would suck for AJ because it's like, oh, he needed Braun's help. But just please, WWE. AJ Styles has been your champion for a year now. Like, give him something. Give him
If
this.
Roman never got sick, who wins this match?
Roman.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
nothing
think,
big is allowed to happen.
right. I don't think anything changes here. It took him so long to beat Lesnar. He's just going to lose it again.
Right.
So next up, we have Miz versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE World Cup with Shane and Corbin ringside. Before the match starts, the ref tells McIntyre he needs to leave, and eventually he does. He's pissed off. Miz attacks Ziggler before the bell rings. Miz throws Dolph out of the ring. He jumps off the apron, but hurts his knee in the process.
Yeah.
And Miz continues to, he tries to continue, but the refs and trainers eventually tell him he can't. Miz did a really good job of selling this, though. Fooled a lot of people. And then Ziggler's about to be declared the winner, but Shane tells the ref that he's taking Miz's place. So we
What?
have,
Yep, you heard that right if you didn't watch the pay-per-view, folks.
yeah,
Shane McMahon.
we have Dolph Ziggler versus Shane McMahon for the WWE World Cup.
And then about 40 seconds later, Shane wins. Oh, sorry. Did I ruin that for you?
Yeah.
It was what? 2 moves? Good.
Well,
get us through
Ziggler,
it.
okay, so it wasn't it was bad, but
Yeah.
yeah. Shane starts out hot, like he just cashed in his Money in the Bank
These
contract.
stupid, like quick punches that don't do anything. Some of those, right?
He cashed in. He
cashed in.
on
He
his
cashed
Money in
in.
the Bank contract.
Yeah.
Corbin would then trip. He also did his, I don't even know what you call it, like where he goes against the ropes and hits you with his shoulder.
Yeah.
He hit that, and then Corbin trips Shane, and the ref sees it and ejects him. Dolph then hits Shane with the zigzag and goes for the pin, but Shane kicks out.
Kicks out.
And then right after that,
Dolph beat Kurt Angle with that move.
yeah,
Shane's better than Kurt Angle.
Shane's better than Kurt Angle.
Olympic gold medalist.
And then right after this, Shane makes a comeback by hitting a DDT. He whips Ziggler into the turnbuckle,
Yep.
and he hits the coast to coast, which was very nice because there was no garbage can there to help him out. And
He barely missed.
Ziggler just
That wasn't too bad.
Ziggler just
leaned in
leaned
a little
forward, and
bit. And they cut, though.
They did,
I
yeah.
don't know if he actually got booed to face, but great effort for a 47-year-old man.
Right. And then after that, Shane pins Ziggler, 1, 2,
pins
3.
him.
And Shane McMahon is now the best in the world at wrestling.
And they even did the thing as he's walking up the tunnel to where you can't see the curtain for a long time. Like, someone's coming out, someone's coming out. I'm still believing this.
Right.
I still have me believing in it. Nobody. Nothing. He's celebrating like he won the Super Bowl, even though he
Yeah.
didn't even qualify to get to the finals.
This has to...
Why not have Rey Mysterio come out?
And do what? Oh, just to fight.
Miz is hurt. All right, bring out Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Shane thinks he has a better chance than Rey Mysterio to beat Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
He was right.
Okay, so this is either setting up two things. It's either a heel turn for Shane because this is totally a heel thing to do.
Yep.
Or it's setting up him fighting the Miz or something like.
Yeah.
Because the Miz is going to be pissed. Like, you replaced me with yourself, you fuck. But now, like, Shane's holding the trophy. He's going to be calling himself the best in the world. Like,
I hope he doesn't.
I don't know. No. And Michael Cole is pissed because he's on Team Raw.
But
And-
don't be like mad. Like, you're not on Team Raw. You work for the fucking company.
He was almost like heel Cole again.
Yeah.
And then Corey doesn't care because he's on both shows. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was awful. Just fucking awful. And then for the main event, the main event is not the WWE World Cup. It's not the Universal Championship, not the WWE Championship, certainly. It's DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. DX comes out first. Shawn was in all black, which I don't think we've ever seen him be in all black, but I guess he wanted to match Triple H's biker look.
Right. And then no chanting.
No suck it chants.
No.
I fucking knew it, man.
Yeah.
I knew. I wish that was on the scorecard. I knew there's no way. Saudi Arabia, let's get ready to suck it.
No.
Let's get ready to stone her.
Even though we all do the suck the dick thing with our wives, we're not allowed to.
Yeah.
But we all do it secretly. Behind the scenes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But our religion says no. It is sodomy.
Right.
But we all do it.
So Triple H and Kane start the match. HBK gets tagged in soon after, and
But yeah, the reaction was he has him in like an arm twist, right? Or an
Yeah.
arm bar, whatever. And he's like, Shawn? No reaction. No. He goes, no. Shawn?
yeah,
Shawn Michaels. 8 years, Shawn.
yeah,
Yay.
right,
Come on, Shawn. And then you just tag him in.
right,
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Shawn shows that he can still do a few things. However, it was sloppy, and
Look,
Shawn Michaels.
For those of you that, good.
Shawn Michaels was never sloppy.
No.
It's sad to see him like this. He
Yes.
looks terrible as a bald man.
I don't, for a 53-year-old man, he looked good.
Oh yeah, he's
If I
in
look
shape.
like that at 53, that's great.
He's in great shape.
But that has nothing to do with it. That's like saying Emmitt Smith looks great for 47,
Yeah,
but he shouldn't be the running back for the Cowboys.
right.
Because there are better people to do that job. Shawn, I love you. You're my favorite wrestler of all time. That'll never change. But you just couldn't do the moves you used to do.
Right.
You put him in a match with AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, maybe you can make it work because those guys can sell. But you're putting him in a match with all old guys that
Shawn-
can't sell.
Shawn was like the one guy that never botched.
Never.
I mean, like, I'm sure he has a couple you could find, but like, he just would never botch.
Right.
It's like a running back that would never fumble.
That's
like,
why he's the greatest performer of all time.
yeah. And then it's just like to see him like this, it's like even his last match with The Undertaker 8 years ago, and at the time he's like 45 or something, like he was still the best.
Yeah.
He was still the best wrestler in the company at 45 when he retired.
Yeah.
He left on top.
Right. That's why I had a
And
5-star
so
match.
it's sad to see him here bald, not sexy at all.
Not sexy.
Like
No sexy boy.
there was a part where he went for a super kick on Kane, but Kane moved, so he didn't like actually go for it. Then they showed a close up of Shawn, like I almost got you, but he's bald with the flesh colored beard, and he's cross eyed, and he's like this. He's like, I almost got you, and it's just like, oh my god, it's Eric Young from Sanity. Like
Right.
it just looked awful.
Yeah.
It just made you sad.
Really sad.
So later in the match, Kane whips Triple H into the corner, and Hunter does his spot where he goes over the turnbuckle and falls to the outside. You know, he's done that a lot. Apparently, he got that from Harley Race. Apparently, that's a Harley Race thing.
All right.
But this is where Triple H tore his pectoral muscle, which WWE later confirmed and announced that he'll have surgery next week.
Oh, it is done.
Yeah. So,
He likes to tear shit.
yeah.
Yeah, steroids will do that.
Yep. However, we are only 6 minutes into this 28-minute match, and Triple H would continue the rest like he did the whole match. He continued, but avoiding using his right
He
arm.
tore it on that move.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and there was a when they both went outside Shawn went outside the ring shortly after, and then you could hear Shawn go, "Are you okay?" And then like you can't understand what Triple H is saying. But he's like, oh, and he like points to his pec, but like yeah,
I tore my tit. I tore my tit.
but yeah.
You have to do this match. But you were supposed to do this match. You were supposed to do this match. Oh, fuck.
So, yeah, he avoided using his right
He
arm.
was doing this the rest of the match.
Right.
He knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
The way he was like.
And apparently, people that have had this happen say it's just super fucking painful. Like the fact that he continued is amazing.
It's crazy.
But he couldn't even do an Irish whip properly. There was a spot later outside.
Maybe that's why he didn't bring the arms up.
No,
too,
yeah,
'cause
for
he
sure.
couldn't-
Yeah.
Fuck.
There was a spot outside where he was supposed to Irish whip Taker into the barricade, but it looked like they just ran into the barricade together.
That's horrible.
Because
Because he couldn't.
they did run into the barricade together. Shawn later knocked Kane down and showed everyone that he could still kip up.
Right.
He also hit Kane with the elbow drop, and then he hit Taker with his first super kick of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's like a super kick from Shawn Michaels used to always get me excited. And now I see it and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not special.
It's not as high as it used to be. He's trying to super kick these tall guys, and
like, just the hair.
it's not amazing and fast and tight.
Yeah.
It's here it comes, and now he hit it.
Right. Exactly. So later, Taker tries to tombstone Shawn on the Saudi announce table. He's going to murder Shawn.
Murder.
He's back to that Attitude Era Undertaker.
Right.
But thankfully, Triple H saves him. Kane would then chokeslam Triple H through the English announce table. Remember, Triple H has a torn pec at this point.
And then he didn't get the monitors out of the way.
No, he didn't.
And Cole said it, like, monitors and all. There were monitors. Did you see that there were monitors?
Did you see those
He
monitors?
didn't take away the monitors. Like, he's selling it like, yeah, Kane, you idiot. You didn't take away the monitor. Why can't the announcers, like, grab their monitor, act like that's a big deal? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they see that he didn't take away the monitors.
Yes.
But just grab your fucking monitor. You need your monitor. You need to know what's going on.
Right.
So he gets slammed on the monitors.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep. And then Shawn now at this point has to fight off Taker and Kane on his own, which he does.
Kind of does.
He also knocks Kane's mask off by accident.
And not that this was maybe like part of the show.
No.
But he puts it back on.
Well, hold on. I'll tell you when he puts it back on because it's fucking hilarious. So the mask is off, and so Taker and Kane are standing outside the ring. Kane's mask is off. Shawn climbs up the turnbuckle with his back facing them, shrugs his shoulders like, what the hell, and he goes for the moonsault. Now, Shawn would kick Kane in the head in the process, but then he lands on his face, which busted up his nose because then his nose was bleeding like crazy.
Yes.
And then Renee said, is Shawn smiling? No, Renee, he's crying.
Yeah.
He's crying. He wasn't smiling. He's like, oh God, why did I do this? Vin Man, why'd you make me do this?
Jesus.
He made me fucking dear. He made me wrestle at 53. All right, you win, Shawn. I'll fuck that deer now.
Yeah. Right. Poor guy.
But so he moonsaults onto Kane and Taker. Kane's mask is off, right? They show the replay of the moonsault. Then when they go back, Kane's laying down, but the mask is on.
Oh, my God. Look, why put it back on? We've seen you. You wrestled for a decade without that mask.
I think he's worried, even though it's, everyone knows who the fuck he is. If, like, they show his face in Knoxville County, like...
You got the job because you're a wrestler.
Right.
Don't act like that's not why you got the job.
I know.
That's retarded. You got it because you're a wrestler. Own it. Own it. What are they going to get you out of office or something? He's a wrestler?
Yeah.
He's a wrestler. No.
He took that Saudi money. So anyways, Triple H eventually...
Shawn, why did you do it? Why did you wrestle at Saudi Arabia? Why did you do it? So I have money for my grandkids.
Shawn Michaels, great performer. We always knew he'd die in the ring. All right, moving on.
God forbid. I mean, this is why wrestlers die at like 58. Because of this shit. Because they have to wrestle till they're 100 years old. That's why Flair and Hogan are fine, because...
He doesn't have to. Flair had to because he was broke.
Yeah, true.
Like, Shawn wasn't.
We don't know.
Okay. So Shawn would later tag in Triple H. And where the fuck are we? Shit. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Shawn tags in Triple H, who hits Taker with a pedigree. But then Taker locks in Hell's Gate. Shawn super kicks Kane into Taker to break up the submission. Taker then picks up Shawn for a tombstone, and Kane picks up Triple H for a tombstone. But then Shawn pokes Kane in the eye.
Yeah, like
and they both get
tried
out
to
of
find it or something.
Yeah.
And then he pokes through the hole.
So they both get out of the tombstone. Shawn hits Taker with a super kick, knocks him down, and then he gives one to Kane. And then Triple H hits Kane with a pedigree and pins Kane for the win.
DX wins.
DX poses in the ring, pledges allegiance to Balor Club as the fireworks go off. It's funny because they always would do this, the DX thing. They never would do the Wolfpack or the Click thing. And
They only did it like to themselves, like behind the scenes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they did it at the Madison Square Garden thing too.
Right, yeah, they did. Yeah.
But in the Wolfpack always did this in WCW.
Right. Yes. Maybe I guess
Shawn did a suck it.
It was his Christian suck it, which he's done ever since he's been back as a Christian, where it's like it's like stomach high. It's like like
Yeah.
he's not really doing it. And that was like the furthest it went, because early in the match, actually one of my favorite
Touch it. What? Near it. What?
one of the best parts of the match was early on when Triple H went for a really long one. He's like, "Hey, Kane," and then Kane just throat chops him. You know, because that's the thing.
There was
like,
no big suckets.
no, there was not. Of course
suck
not.
it.
You can't suck it. Only at home you can suck it. You can force them to suck it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they pose in the ring and a bunch of green fireworks go off.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's no aftermath there. It's just like with Kane and Taker laying in the ring.
Like, that's it. Undertaker loses back-to-back, like, big matches.
So where does this go now? Like, why would this lead to Shawn wanting to fight Taker?
Why would
Like, if I could beat you in a tag team, dead man.
Oh, I don't think it's going there. I don't think they're wrestling at WrestleMania.
No.
Nah, not after I watch this match.
I hope not.
I mean, right.
I don't
ruin
want-
the two
I
greatest
don't.
matches of all time, in my opinion. Like, don't ruin that. But
You already ruined the best retirement story angle of all time.
I know. I still think Cena's retiring the Undertaker. That's why he beat him in 2 minutes.
Well, see, why would Undertaker retire when he gets $1 million to do 2 or 3 matches every year?
Because how much money do you need?
Well,
Eventually,
I know.
you're gonna crush you. You're gonna break your neck or something. Because you're old. Shit breaks.
I know.
So anyway, that's the shittiest pay-per-view. Let's see. We graded it F minus.
Is there anything lower than an F minus?
What was the best part of this pay-per-view?
What was the best part of this pay-per-view?
The bar retaining.
No.
No. No.
The F5 out of the ring?
No, I don't mean a moment. Like, what was the best match?
I would say the first one, Rey Mysterio versus Orton.
Yeah, I guess.
For real.
Okay.
Bad. Overall, bad. Bad.
No, I mean, I haven't really seen anything positive come back about this. When we watch a lot of fan comments, whether it's our page or just online or anywhere, like, it's just overall bad. Yeah. All over Instagram is Shane McMahon holding the trophy and everyone going, bad, bad, bad. CNN says bad. USA Today says Shane McMahon, bad. Like, everything, all the reviews or anyone talking about it online are all just negative.
Right.
How do you make yourself the best in the fucking world? Again, I like Shane, but no.
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 No, sir.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Crown Jewel, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this recap because I know you didn't enjoy Crown Jewel.
That was horrible.
Hopefully you feel just like us. What was your best moment or match? What did you think was the best match? Let us know. And we'll see you later. We're gonna record NXT now.
Done.
Bye-bye.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every certain most loved that he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Oh
Lashley.